All right, guys, welcome back to Meatball Trades, and we're going to talk for a few minutes about how to navigate the ocean of vomit that's out there, and all the good advice and the good advisors that are out there. There's so many people on social media. There's so many things out there. There's also some bad guys out there, right? And so I won't call anybody out by name, but I did post a video for the channel, for my channel that I started as a trailer, talking about why I started the channel. And one of the reasons was, we got tired of trading with all these different discords that I was in, and trying to figure out how can I do this myself without relying on others. And so I came up with a couple methods that were working for me, and had some pretty good success. Over the last 6 months when I isolated myself in the desert, and I had some other, bigger, big hits in the last couple years here and there. But I'm going to say I was getting lucky and not using knowledge and skill. And so I went backwards and tried to find knowledge and skill. And what I found was there's a bunch of bad guys out there that are preying upon you because you're on this journey to find knowledge and skill. And there's a lot of good discords, and I paid for a lot of them, and I'm not having any regrets about any of the ones I paid for, because I learned from all of them. Learned what to do and what not to do, and I don't blame any of them, because if I'm trading with them and I'm clicking a mouse, it's my hand. So let's talk about the pitfalls, number one, and then we're going to look at my page and Twitter, and we're going to see who I follow. But yeah, I've had good experiences and bad experiences, and I had come across a, crypto scammer who was hitting me up at 3 o'clock in the morning for $400 worth of Bitcoin or something, to get into his inner circle, And yes, I share my whole screen. I don't care if you see my stuff. I'm just a little old man that flips stocks, and we've had money and lost it and got it back before. If you haven't been with us, so the crypto scammer, there's a truth to this saying that people that have money, they want to see value from you, right? So you need to offer them something, and I can agree with that. I go mow a guy's yard, or go shake somebody down if they owe them money. I want to be a good guy, a team player. I want to contribute, okay? And in this case, the guy wanted crypto, and I had already joined his Discord, and I was already supporting him on social media, but he says to get into his inner circle, he needs a little bribe or something, but it's not a bribe. He says he's going to take this $400 and turn it into 12 grand in a week and then give it back to me. And I told him, you're full of shit, but I'll play along just so I'm showing you value, and I'm a team player. I'm willing to do the buy-in if you'll share some knowledge with me. Will you talk to me about trading stocks? I told him I don't want to trade crypto, but I'll participate in your little Ponzi scheme, because that's what it is. And he's reading to me from a script like one of those girls on the 1-800 numbers. And I know that's what he was doing, because I have 20 years experience in phone sales. And I used to teach people to do that. And he has a script he's reading. And so, of course, he was full of shit. He just bugged the hell out of me 24 hours a day until I blocked him and reported him. And I had begged him to leave me alone for 3 or 4 days, and he wouldn't. And I thought maybe he did it because I was ex-IRS, which is pretty stupid, because if you ask me what I did when I was IRS, the answer is I helped a lot of people. And just picture if you were a traffic cop and everybody you pulled over, you let them go with a warning. That was me. And I made it very high up. I was a national instructor, I was a manager, and their book says that you are supposed to provide relief to mom and pop Joe Smith. I was working business cases, very bad businesses, people that open discos across the street from high school and sell drugs. Those are the people I was hunting. They told us, the IRS told us, to leave alone the people. You leave mom and pop Joe Smith alone. We have guidelines that say how much mom and pop Joe Smith have to pay. If they can't pay because they're broke, then they don't pay. The businesses don't get that luxury, and the business owners know that, and so they open business after business after business, and they steal millions of dollars. And so those are the people I hunted, and we called them bad Jedi, and I was a bad Jedi hunter. This guy was just a scammer. He's supposed to be a millionaire, and there's all these famous guys on YouTube and Twitter who are the millionaires with the Lamborghinis and the Rolexes, and they all have videos talking about what a great guy this person is. No, he's not. He's a scumbag. And so are you for supporting him. I unfollowed all those guys and I sent them all messages on the side, and they didn't respond at all, telling them that their buddy's a scammer, and not one response. And so I put a couple hits on their YouTube channel and then deleted it an hour or two later because I don't want to clog up their channel, but I wanted them to see the message. And then I deleted it, hoping they read it before I deleted it. But I'm still paying for all these discords, and I'm listening to the discords from these people who interviewed this scammer. And the other guys in the discords are telling the guru that they're being preyed upon by a crypto scammer. And the guru is saying, well, don't send crypto to anybody, guys. Okay. I've already told you more than once that it's your buddy doing it to them. And they don't remove the video, and they keep talking about how great he is. And I'm not going to name him. But my point is, why are you still supporting this dude? If you got a million or $10 million in the bank and you interview some guy on YouTube, and all of your Discord followers are telling you, and you're making 10, 20, 30 grand a month off your Discord, and your followers are telling you they're being preyed upon by this crypto scammer, why don't you just delete the YouTube video? You got a million or 2 million or 10 million. What do you care about this guy? Is he, and then what it is, they don't want to lose their little circle of friends or their influence or whatever. And I had it. Okay. I'm not impressed, and not by you or by him. And so we start our own channel to spread knowledge for free so that people don't need you and your crypto scammers. And we don't have to put up with your stupid stuff. And so around he fucked, and find out he did, and he will, because sooner or later he's going to get what's coming to him. Karma's a bitch, and there's a special place in hell for people that do stuff like that, and there's a special place in federal prison when he gets audited or something. And I wish him the best of luck with that. So my experience with most of the discords was this. This was my experience with most of the discords, and they run so many trades over and over and over, and they don't talk about the losers, they only talk about the winners. But that's not everybody's Discord, guys. That's not everybody. Okay, the problem is, if you try to trade every single trade that they're taking, you'll end up with results like this. And the reason I say that is because there could be 6 or 8 guys in a Discord. They're all talking, they're all trading, and you've got an account that's a couple grand or 20 grand or 500. I don't know. I had 20 grand a year ago. It didn't do any better than when I had $200. It's me. It doesn't matter. And we're going to talk about size and how that, the trades are the same. It's just there's a zero on the end. Uh, the principles are the same: risk management, not going all in, not being stupid. But they're running, let's say, $500 trades over and over and over, 10, 15, 20 trades a day, and they'll hit one. But I like other people that teach things like watching and waiting for setups, and let's only trade when they give us a good setup. I want the easy money. I want the sure thing. And there is no such thing. It doesn't exist. So we do certain things to lessen the risk, like not going all in. We make small bets. We wait 30 minutes or an hour before we bet again. There's a pretty good guy that's been interviewed out there, and he has a Discord. I don't have his full name. It's Jake. He's a young guy, and I like him because he talks about mistakes, and he talks about his bad habits and how he controls them. And so that's a great guy to talk about his mistakes. We all get stronger when we talk about our mistakes. Another reason I started the YouTube channel is that it helps me to talk about my mistakes, and also sharing them with you. Um, it gives you some insight as to what not to do, right? Because if you traded before, or you're just starting to trade, the confusion can be, where do I start? Who do I listen to? And so I don't want you to just listen to me. I want you to steal my knowledge and then just put it in your toolbox along with all your other tools. Okay? And you'll be stronger. Learn from what I do and learn from what I screw up. All right. But if you don't talk about your screw ups, you don't get stronger. So let's take a look. And Shinobi's awesome. I just found him recently. I've checked him out before, but I started following him again. There's no reason I wasn't following him. It's just I followed too many people. And so my feed was clogged, and it was clogged bad. And so I downsized, and only got about like 20 people I follow now. And 5 of them or something are from Kane Capital. And God damn it, every single one of you needs to go follow Kane Capital and all the guys on Kane Capital, because they are my best advisors. And we'll go down the list and look at these people. There's Kane Capital, okay? And there's like four or five guys, Alejandro, Moneymander, Diamond's in there. Diamond's there. Diamond is smart, dude. This guy right here, though, if you don't follow Moneymander, you're missing the boat. He, okay, they have a Discord. You can pay to trade with them. Those they don't just throw trades for no reason either. That's a good Discord. But they had this show called Beat the Bell, and again, out of the 20 people I follow, Beat the Bell, that's them. Okay, like 6 out of my 20 is King Capital, right? And if you're not following Moneymander, you're missing a boat. The guy doesn't fucking miss. I think one time in the last 14 months he said IWM and it didn't run. Well, the whole market crashed. I think somebody lobbed a missile into Poland the next day or something. The guy doesn't fucking miss. When he speaks, you need to listen. Serious, okay? And I don't work for him. They don't pay me shit. But I was green every day for 3 weeks, except for 2 red days where I didn't lose nothing. And it was because I was following these guys and they had this little morning show called Beat the Bell. And I think somebody got sick or something. They haven't been doing it. But they also didn't have a lot of people watching the show. And it takes a lot of time to put these things together. God damn it, I'm going to say it again. You guys need to go follow King Capital and all these guys, Alejandro Moneymander. And I want King Capital to come back. It was my best advisors. I got news from them. And all I had to do was watch their show and then trade when the market opened, watching the chart, listening to music so I don't have anybody in my head. And I killed it, man. I was green every day for 11 days last month, and they haven't been doing the show lately. But they don't pay me. I'm not plugging them. I'm telling you, my success came from some of these people, and you need to follow these guys. And let's get them 1,000 people watching their Beat the Bell show every morning. Okay, so let's just start at the top of the list. All right, Shinobi is followed by Moneymander, and Shinobi puts on some good little shorts to talk to you about how you can make a 100 grand day trading. And he also talks about his losses and the fact that he lost 15 grand the first year he was trading. Who talks about that? Nobody. They all talk about how rich they got. There's some guys that do talk about their story and how it took 5 or 6 years. There's one guy in particular. He's popular and he's got the Rolex and the Lambo, and he spent like 6 years figuring it out. And that's you got to respect that, man. 6 years of his life, and this guy's talking about his first couple years where he wasn't making money, and then he started it. It's a long journey, a long painful journey. But he has a Discord, and you can pay to trade, but you can also join for free. I'm not going to show it to you because we're not supposed to show people's discords, I think, and I'm pretty sure he has something on there asking you not to share content. But you can join his Discord for free and get into the chat and see what he's posting, and then if you want to trade with him, you can pay to upgrade. But he gives free advice, is I think it's very valuable advice, and he's also a great coach, which is important. Okay, and you guys know my favorite coach is Darth Trader because he was one of the first ones that gave me some tips and pointers. And the biggest one he helped me with was having patience and discipline to wait for the proper setup, which I struggle with every day. Okay. So Jordan Ace the Kid has a free spaces, but they trade a lot. They also hit a lot, but he's a good guy and you can trade spaces for free. When the Fed's talking or the FOMC meetings are in, you want to trade on his spaces. Nobody trades FOMC like Jordan. And he's reached out to me before telling me to hang in there. Ellie is super smart. Caution though, every single one of these guys has like 50,000 imposters. And I was actually following the wrong Ellie for a couple days. Sorry, Ellie. She is super smart. Draw lines and make money. She doesn't bullshit. She doesn't post anything political. And when she posts something, it's usually dead on. She's awesome, and she has tremendous discipline and patience. Flotopia is one of them things that I don't subscribe to or follow, and they put out information that I'm not an expert on. And there's some other ones I was following that, like Jordan uses hedge pressure and rocket scooter and stuff. I can't pay for all these things, and some of these people that do pay for them, like this guy here, I just started following him because he posted some things and I was looking and he was hitting. And I also liked some of the other stuff he had on his feed. And he uses Flowtopia, and I followed that because of him. And so you can learn a little bit from everybody. And some of these guys, even though they have discords or they're telling you, I'm not, give me 100 likes, I'll tell you what trade I'm posting next. Okay. They're trying to build their channel or whatever. You got to respect that. They're running a business. Okay. But he's following something I don't, and he has knowledge I don't have, or he's subscribing to a service I don't pay for. He's sharing the knowledge with us for free. You got to respect that. And I've gotten some help by reading his stuff. This guy too is kind of nuts. No, I say nuts. It's not a slur on him. Um, he posts some stuff sometimes that may be kind of funny, or you may not think it's funny. He's also pretty smart. Okay, and that's it. He's a smart. There's smart people out here, and so take a little piece from all these smart people. Um, Edgar Allan Doe is a great guy, not just a stock trader, but a personal online trainer. I usually mute those guys, and I don't want anything in my head. Um, but he's a great guy. And if you look at his feed, he puts pictures of his kids on there and stuff, and sometimes products he bought or whatever. But you see pictures of his kids cooking or Halloween or whatever. Anyhow, let's move on. um, he's given decent comments. Okay, he's not arrogant, he's not conceited, he's got a family, and he's freaking smart. I like the guy. Wolf, awesome, awesome, big guy, big name. He's got a Discord. He trades spaces. He puts out stuff that, again, news feed. He's got his hand on the pulse of everything. I don't, so I listen to when they put out news and stuff. Ripster, same thing. He's got his pulse on the market. He was one of my very first mentors, and we're going to talk about how I ran into him in just a second, because he led me to Darth Trader. hmm And Ripster, when he posts something, you should look at what he's posting. Look at his feed from today, and here you go. He's got some stuff he's telling you happened with the earnings, and he's also telling you, he's got some charts. He posts charts and stuff. Okay, see, here's Ripster, and so the visual. Some of us learn visually, right? And Ripster, he has techniques that you don't have to learn everything he's doing, but you can look at stuff that he's doing, and sometimes the brain just picks it up and you learn something. You don't have to read for half an hour. Mindy was following me, and so I was looking to see who was following me because I have a lot of imposters that follow me, and she had posted some stuff on her feed, and not a not a big huge well-known name, but somebody that I thought had some knowledge that I don't, and she posted some things that worked out, and I said, man, she's smart. And here's another smart lady with two kids, and she trades stocks. Okay, and she posts once in a while. They don't post a lot, but when they do, it's something I like. This guy here, I just met, and what a great guy. Talking to me on the side, teaching me about crypto. Never asked me for anything. He's sharing knowledge with me about order flows and how the crypto market works. And never once asked me for anything or suggested anything to me. I just told him that I was not a crypto expert, and he said, well, it's not too hard if you look at this and this, and I follow this and this. If you want to let me know, I'll help you more. Why is he helping me? I'm nobody, man. And he knows I'm nobody. I told him. What a great guy. And he's smart as hell, smarter than I am. Follow this guy. I just met him, and he's a great guy. And he's not trying to sell me nothing. And never bothered me again either. But if I message him, he's like, hey, how can I help? What a great guy. Okay, Panda Options puts out a great newsletter for free. I get it in the email, and I've joined their Discord thing before, and he puts out, I don't want to say hot tips. He puts out the pick of the day or whatever. He does pretty good, and the newsletter is fantastic. You'll see me thanking him for the newsletter on the feed. Again, just like watching King Capitals beat the Bell show, he's giving me news, and he's got his hand on the pulse of the market, and he follows things that I don't, and he's probably a lot smarter than I am. But I like Panda. David Goggins, he says, don't listen to other people. He's a real life superhero. If you don't know who this guy is, the prejudice and the injuries that he faced, And I mean, it's just go watch one of his videos and find out who he is. If you're having a tough time or you think that life's got you down, go listen to what David went through and get some motivation. And what a fantastic individual, man. Not just for trading stocks, okay? Because I don't even think he trades stocks. I just started following him when I was starving to death, and I was down to 120 something pounds. I couldn't even drive a car. My ribs hurt so bad, and I was looking for somebody, anybody that gave a shit about me, and there wasn't anybody out there except for Darth Trader. And Ace the Kid told me not to die, you know, um, and that was about it because I don't have Zach Morris anymore. We're going to talk about him, and I love him. Sorry. Beat the bell, follow it. I hope they bring the show back. This is them too. Again, half, to a third of my stuff I follow is King Capital because I cut it down. I only wanted a handful of people. Mr. Zach Morris had stuff on his Twitter a couple years ago when I started trading because I was bored at work, and I had picked him up because I was following Will Mead tweets and just jumping on anything that Will Mead tweeted out. I think he's a mutual fund manager, and that's how I found Zach Morris. And Zach put out all the time, don't trade what I'm telling you to buy. If you're trading stuff because a cartoon character or a TV character put it on, you're an idiot. He's telling you don't trade the stuff I'm putting on there. And so I know there's a lot going on right now. I'm not an expert on it. I don't even want to give my opinion on it other to say that I saw some of the stuff that was supposedly evidence, and let's wait till the whole story comes out. If you got hurt by them and Atlas Trading, my heart goes out to you because I don't like scammers. And my experience was Zach Morris was the first one that reached out to me and told me that I could do this. He was the first one that told me you can do this, and I was nobody, and he knew I was a nobody. And I followed the Atlas Trading feed after I saw him on Twitter. I joined the Atlas Trading thing. It was free, and I just followed their Discord, and they had a great news feed where they would tell us stuff that was going on. And there was a guy named Chart Wars that posted on the Atlas Trading Room, and I found Atlas because of Zach. And Chart Wars was the guy's name. He posted something. I traded on it, and I traded with them for a couple days, and I turned 20 grand into 74 grand in 8 days. Thank you, Zach, and Atlas Trading and Chart Wars. And I hope everything works out for you. God bless you, buddy. And I hope you come back one day. Diamond Trade's smart as hell. He doesn't post very much, but when they had to beat the Bell show and he said something, I listened. I already told you if you're not following Moneymander, you're missing a boat. Alejandro, what a great guy. He has a system for trading the SPY and the 30-minute and the 1 hour chart, and his system works. I tested it when I was in the desert. And then, of course, Darth Trader. And I had come across Ripster and Darth Trader because of Zach Morris and Atlas Trading. And so I never forget, who those first guys were that told me that you can do this because you guys can do this too. And following the right people and staying away from scammers will help you get to where you want to go. Okay. And practicing things like discipline and patience. Ellie has tremendous discipline. She'll post an hour into the session. I have not taken a trade yet. Darth Trader will not trade the first 5 minutes. He waits until the first 5 minute candle closes. So you can pick up your own habits. Okay. I hope we helped you a little bit, and you guys will make it. You can do this, okay? I know you can. God bless you.